in the face, and you might as well stomp on the grave of Tyree Nichols for bringing this bill. Yes, we are emotionally charged. Why? Because it's personal for us. Taylor made this personal the minute he introduced this legislation to target one family and one life that was lost. So yeah, we're going to fight. Dr. King said the riots are the language of the unheard. You ain't saying nothing yet. If you keep silencing us like this, what do you think our district's going to do? We have had it up here. Gloves off. Like, we're going to fight like hell. You don't expect us to respond when you gaslight us every single day with these bills? There's a bill to get rid of the Tennessee Human Rights Commission that they're going to bring, to abolish it, rooted in the Civil Rights Act, to make sure that we have protections for folks that look like Tyree Nichols. Don't tell me this stuff ain't racist. Don't tell me it's not. It is rooted in racism. This was a Jim Crow bill that Taylor brought, and all his Confederates voted for it today.
What she is mad about is because Republicans wouldn't pass a bill that would stop the police, that would make it more difficult for them to do their jobs effectively in one of the worst crime areas in the country, and honestly in the world, in Memphis. Because of Tyree Nichols, the young black man that was killed last year by all like 4 or 5 black cops. And the city is run by a black mayor. And the police force has a black chief. But for some magical reason, systemic racism is at the root. No, it's not. No, it is not. And again, what the Republicans are doing is trying to protect you from yourself. You are your own worst enemy. And now, she's really going to be mad, really going to be upset. Because again, the Republicans are saying no to spending $5 million, which they don't have, to study reparations.
An emotional Shelby County Commission meeting.
Don't dare say I'm un-American because I support this. Don't dare do that.
Ended in Shelby County, joining a growing number of locations looking into studying reparations.
The item passes.
A subcommittee of 13 people nominated by county commissioners will work to find actionable items in 5 categories: increasing access to affordable housing and home ownership, affordable health care, systemic disenfranchisement in the criminal justice system, career opportunities, and financial literacy and generational wealth.
We're trying to say it's clear something needs to happen different in Shelby County.
A majority of commissioners say reparations are needed to address crime and our culture.
My people are dying on the daily. That's why I support this.
Others say the money should be spent elsewhere.
This resolution is un-American in a lot of ways, and I think the money would be much better spent with workforce initiatives and finding ways to elevate.
The commission is not the first group of leaders to tackle reparations. The first, Evanston, Illinois in 2021, a suburb outside of Chicago, gave $25,000 in housing grants for black residents impacted by housing policies between 1919 and 1969. Asheville, North Carolina, St. Paul, Minnesota, and other cities are also exploring reparations.
For me, the thing that makes this impossible for me to support, for sure, is that we don't have $5 million.
I respect their opinion, but this could be done.
Up to $5 million is needed, and it will come from the commission's budget. Commissioner McKell Lowry told me it wouldn't be the first time the commission moved forward on an item without the cash in hand.
We've done other things on the fly, not knowing where the money's going to come from. We figure it out.
That was a year ago. Now, again, they don't know how they're even going to pay for the study, let alone pay out for reparations if it gets passed. But guys, man, we truly have to realize, man, where are they going to get the money from? They're going to take it from somewhere. to what? To give to themselves. To take the money away from services that are needed and redirect the funds. And that's what they're going to do. And I'm going to go through a list in a minute showing you exactly what they're wanting. But thank God Tennessee said, no, we're not doing that. Watch this.
Well, Republican state lawmakers in Tennessee want to ensure any idea of reparations for slavery are stopped in their tracks.
The legislature banned even the exploration of reparations in vote today. ABC 24's Jay Shakur is here with what happened today and how we got to this point.
Richard Pepper, when that idea was floated last year, a committee under the Shelby County Commission was established to study what could realistically be done. In Nashville, the House was set to vote on the controversial bill today, the anniversary of Dr. King's assassination in Memphis, but it's been delayed. A delay advocates say that it's a momentary victory for them. A stalled vote on a controversial bill banning all counties in Tennessee from using funds to study or disperse reparations.
It is a holistic approach to be able to start a conversation about what does, retribution to our local Black community look like.
Brittany Thornton, a Shelby County commissioner, supported the proposal last year. She says it's important to find actionable items addressing 5 key areas: increased access to affordable housing and home ownership, health care, criminal justice reform, enhanced career opportunities, and financial literacy. This bill, currently making its way through the legislature, could seriously imperil those efforts. The bill's House sponsor, Republican Representative John Reagan of Anderson County, who we called and emailed, and the sponsor of the Tennessee Senate's version of the bill, Republican Brent Taylor, did not respond to our request for an interview. This latest move by the Republican supermajority in Nashville, pushing Pastor Earl Fisher to circulate a petition to rally voices against the measure.
Trying to figure out if indeed racial and economic disparities continue to this day, and why, and what would be a good faith measure of repairing those inequities. I mean, that's basic.
Tone deaf and targeted, Fisher says, as Memphians in the state's largest county remember the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
And so in the spirit of Dr. King, it is not only hypocritical, but it is disrespectful.
Now, if the bill becomes law, though it applies to all counties, opponents say it will disproportionately target Shelby County, with 2020 census data showing Black people make up 51% or a majority of this county. Both the Tennessee House and Senate versions of this bill are held until next Wednesday.
Let's be honest. If you can't even afford the $5 million to have the study done, what are you going to do if and when they pass reparations and you got to pay it out? What are you going to do then? But what they're wanting is increased access to affordable housing. Number one. But guys, we have to understand 25% or thereabouts of Memphis is on welfare. Again, they probably are getting some or part of their housing paid for anyways. Healthcare, same thing. I mean, if you're on welfare, and 25% of Memphis is, again, they're probably getting that paid for. And again, shouldn't that be considered reparations? Shouldn't that? I mean, really? What about criminal justice reform? Guys, man, if you live in anywhere near Memphis, if you want criminal justice reform, you're stupid. I mean, you really are. You are stupid. Again, we have to understand that area is one of the worst areas in the country. So again, we should be investing in prisons there. And really, guys, but criminal justice reform, what do you want to do? Slap them on the wrist? What about enhanced career opportunities? Again, thing is, you lack total accountability for yourself. I mean, that's all there is to it. Because again, career opportunities, they would come if you're educated, skilled, and if you lower the crime rate. You're going to bring that up. But you don't want to. You don't want to. You want to have somebody else to blame. And again, the more they give you with somebody else to blame, the worse it's going to get. But you want somebody else to blame. You don't want to take accountability for yourself. You want to blame daddy, the government. That's what you want. You want to say, hey, mama said the government's to blame. Daddy is to blame. He didn't do what he said he was going to do. And it doesn't matter what he gives you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you guilt him out of. Again, you're still going to be in the bad place. And over time, you're going to get in a worse place. Because you're not taking accountability for yourself at all. You're grown now. Your daddy is gone. Daddy's dead. Again, you got to start taking accountability for yourself. It's the only thing that's gonna make any of your circumstances change. But again, you want somebody to blame and you want somebody to come and fix it for you because you lack the skills to change it for yourself. Or you think you do. Because again, you don't want to learn. Because again, you're mad. You've been disempowered. You've been given stuff by the government. And that's what the problem is. But guys, man, if you would, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Thanks.
You son of a